Howdy-ho, everyone. Velocity here, back in action for more Sadness Attraction, where you see Uncle Ray is telling us once again about the IS-7 incident, and frankly, I don't know exactly when things are gonna be not so sad. The IS-7 incident, 18 years ago. Gregory Edgeworth's last case. Isaac Dover was murdered at the venue of a dessert contest, and his body was discovered in a chocolate treasure chest made by Jeff Masters. The victim died from blood loss after being struck in the head with a rock assault lamp. The murder weapon was found hidden inside Delicia's candy castle. Then, in the victim's room, when no one had searched yet, all of Dover's sherbet sculptures had melted. 18 years ago. December 24th, 9:05 p.m. Contest venue, Fountain Patio. Sculptures in Mr. Dover's room had melted. Due to that, Prosecutor Von Karma immediately drove us away from the scene. How are we gonna investigate now? And what's with that? The defense attorney's out. Von Karma's methods are deplorable. Well, investigating the crime scene is supposed to be the police's job, after all. But you gotta admit, Von Karma's methods are way out of line. Defense attorneys and the police should work together to discover the truth. Raymond, you must realize that not everyone shares the same views as us. Should one expose the truth for the sake of justice, or simply accept things as they appear? Everyone has their own view on what is right and what is wrong. Even that man's convicting an innocent man? Both ourselves and the police are only human, and as humans, we all make mistakes. It is for this reason that we defense attorneys exist, so that those who are alone and helpless can have an ally on the side. An ally on the side? We cannot investigate. Shouldn't we just find some other way to help? I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I still have much to learn. You're still young, so you'll have many opportunities to learn. Right, I'll do my best. Monsieur Edgeworth, Monsieur Shields, would you like to take a brief respite? I know it's not much, but please, eat these. Well, thank you. Chocolates added the court record. Let's eat. I appreciate getting some sugar into my system, but these are a little too sweet. And it's a little mishap, too. I'm terribly sorry. Does not suit your taste. Not at all. It's delicious. It's deliciously sweet. Thank you very much. But making sweets isn't really my forte. Huh? You made this chocolate, Kathy? Yes, chocolate is Monster's favorite food. Preparing his favorite food is always part of my job. But I'm still not that good at it, so I need him to instruct me. I am a master chef. He gets to eat Cat's handmade sweets whenever he wants. Did you say something? No, it's nothing. This is so sweet, in more ways than one. Miss Holt, you seem very dedicated to your work. Without my work, I wouldn't even have the right to be here. What do you mean? When I was a child, I was abandoned. Monsieur Master took me in. One snowy Christmas Eve, I was left on the doorstep of this mansion. I owe money as a master in my life. He became like a father to me. And so, to repay his kindness, I want to continue working for him. Kate, you're incredible. I've lived a long life, yet that brought tears even to my eyes. Today, Christmas Eve has finally arrived once more, but it looks like I won't be able to give him the present I prepared. I would do anything if it meant saving Monsieur Master. If there's any way I could be of service to you, please ask. Yes, I appreciate that. Well then, do you happen to know anything about the victim, Isaac Dover? I don't really know much about Monsieur Dover, but I have a photo of the desserts he made for the contest finals. This is certainly a splendid piece of work. Yes, with the exquisite beauty, it's truly a work of art. It's crafted so intricately that you almost forget it's made of sherbet. It seems Monsieur Master was also fond of Monsieur Dover's work as well. Wow, these are Taurus and Gemini constellations. Do you know a lot about constellations, Raymond? Of course! There's so much romance in the constellations. For example, take the club Lyre and arrow held by Gemini here. These come from... there are no strings on this linear. Did Mr. Dover make a mistake in his sculpturing? It's hard to think he would make a mistake like that. Huh. I thought you said you didn't... Huh? I thought you said you didn't know that much about him. I just sort of felt that way somehow. It appears she is hiding something from us. Miss Hall, do you take this photograph yourself? Yes, I took it with this instant camera. It develops pictures instantly. It's one of my greatest treasures. Wow! I would love to see it in action. Well then, why don't we take a picture right now? Yeah, let's have a picture taken, Mr. Edgeworth. Sure, I don't mind. I'm confident in my hairstyle today. Alright, I'll take the picture. Say cheese! Here, it's developed. A present from you to me, from me to you, Monsieur Shields. Wow, thank you so much! That's such a great camera. It's the only camera in this mansion. Unfortunately, it's convenient, comes at a cost. There are no negatives. No negatives, huh? Is this the same camera Mr. Masters used during the contest? Yes, you are well informed. While he made his desserts, Monsieur Master photographed his work. After that, he took the photos of all the other competitors' work. Was he taking photos of the at the time that the body was found? The body was discovered during the judging, was it not? Monsieur Master intended to take photos of everyone's rooms, but after he photographed Gustavia's room, he ran out of film. Monsieur Master asked me to change the film in the camera. It seemed the film he prepared in advance wasn't enough. There wasn't enough film? It seems the number of photos he took didn't match up with the amount of film remaining. Well, he told me himself it might have been just a mistake, though. Is it really just a mistake? I retrieved more film from the main building and went back to the fountain patio. It was then that I heard the sound of something breaking in Monsieur Master's room. Monsieur Master, are you in here? And that's when I found Monsieur Dover's body in Monsieur Master's room. It was so terrible. I was really shaken up. Before I spoke to anyone else, I called the police. This camera, I kept it with me ever since. I see. If it's alright with you, would you mind, lending me your camera and that photo? Sure, I don't mind at all. Here you go. Thank you very much. So it has capacity for 20 photos, but there's only film for 3 more. And we got a Sharpit photo, which I assume Raymond kept. Detective Bad! Miss Delicious, is the investigation over already? He said he had no more use for me and kicked me out. Manny that meanie, what a rude thing to say. It was probably to ensure that you wouldn't eat any more at the crime scene. So, Detective Bad, did he get kicked out too? It seems Von Karma thought I was getting in the way. He won't let me investigate. Why would he prohibit his own detective from investigating? But we know just about all there is to know about the crime scene. Right now, he's talking to Gustavia in Dover's room. Why does he need to speak to Mr. Gustavia? We heard from Hall that Gustavia was seen entering the victim's room. Mr. Gustavia? Yes, I saw him entering Dover's room. It seemed like he was trying to avoid being seen. Although I have no idea of what he did in there. He is currently under suspicion for melting Dover's sherbet. Why did Mr. Gustavia enter the room? I also have a photo of Dover's room here, if you need it. I'll let you take a look at it. What? Why would you do that for us? Still don't get it, kid. I'm saying I want to help you guys in order to discover the truth of this case. Detective Bad. Is that alright, Detective Bad? Wolf and Karma, chew you out again? I have no intention of becoming Von Karma's lapdog. If he won't let me investigate, I'll do as I like. Getting tied up in stupid rules will only blind you to the truth. Isn't that right, Attorney Edgeworth? Of course, Detective Bad. I thank you. This is amazing, Mr. Edgeworth! Now we got Detective Bad on our side! I don't really get what's going on, but I'm glad you boys are all friends now. I'm grateful that he'll lend us his strength. Well then, can we see the photo now? Right. This is the current state of Dover's room. Wow! The sherbet is completely melted! The room is drenched in a light blue liquid. We should compare this with the photo Miss Hall took. Did the sherbet melt because the power cord was pulled out? Yeah, because it was pulled out. All the refrigerated glass cases lost power completely. Looks like all the power cords was connected to one socket. Do you have any idea when this cord was pulled out? No. Still under investigation at the moment. What a waste of beautiful sherbet. Honestly, had I known it would end up like this, I would have eaten even more of that stuff. Mr. Dover's sherbet tastes that good? Oh, yesy! His sherbet was the most delicious. Really? I wish I could have eaten some more. But there was one piece that was so salty I couldn't eat it. Salty? It's right here in this photo. It was part of that linear. That's the lineage from the Gemini constellation. Ah, you snuck a bite from the lineage? That's why the strings are missing. I could never have eaten that much. It was way too salty. One part of the sherbet tasted different. That's rather curious. Did someone other than her also take a bite out of it? Did you notice anything else? Now that you mention it, I see sculptures as sherbet sculptures have these strange markings on them. They had two letters carved into them. Wait a minute there! It looks something like this. An alphabet signature. Can't be. I knew it! I just knew that Monsieur Dover made this lineage. He isn't the one to make mistakes in his sculptures, after all. Miss Hall, it's been troubling me for a while, but... do you know something about Mr. Dover? Ew. Why would I know something about Monsieur Dover? You seem quite attached to Mr. Dover's handiwork. That's just because his sculptures are such great works of art. No, I believe that his works are very special to you in particular. How do you know that? There's a piece of evidence that we believe belongs to Mr. Dover. And it happens to share a common feature, another piece of evidence. Please show me. I have no idea what you're talking about. Which two pieces of evidence share something in common? Two pieces of evidence that point to Mr. Dover. Let's start by presenting the first one. So, we do have this. And if we check here, he does have that pH thing right here. If we see it. So I'm assuming this is a part of it. If we could just like get a better look of it. I guess the pH just looks kind of weird, right? But let's see here, contest rules. Not really something I need. Not something I really need. The photo taken by Kat. So she definitely has this, but well, it looks like they're definitely, it's plugged in, right? It looks like it's plugged in. Huh. Okay, and what's over here? Where's, did not have the other photo? See, this is the thing that kind of gets me on this. I would assume it'd be this, Dover's Salon. So, which shares a common feature is... oh wait, is it this? Well, you know the pH right here. Yeah, I didn't think so. Ah, dang it. Gosh, dingle darn. Something Miss Hall valued that she was collecting. Miss Hall valued that she was collecting. What did she value that she was collecting? Mr. Dover. To Mr. Dover. I imagine the PH is a possibility with this, because it also has this. But I guess not? But the linears part was very salty. Did she eat the linear? Is that what she's saying? Is that what we're saying here? Because I don't know anything else that like connects to him directly. No? Okay. This is gonna fuck me over. Oh. That she was collecting. So profiles 38 found inside. Oh, she's 16? I had no idea she was 16. What the hell? She's a huge fan of Pierre Joaquin's works. So I guess what we could do is we could have those two things together. So I was on the spot, just not directly, I'm guessing. It'll be here. Yeah. Delicia saw 2 letters of the alphabet. They were probably used as Mr. Dover's signature, just as the artists would sign their name on their work. Right. I remember now. I see serpent sculpture had PH carved into them. I'm sure of it. PH. Those aren't Isaac Dover's initials, though. No, but we found the seal on the scene of the crime. It had probably fallen out of the late Mr. Dover's pocket. If you had pressed the seal into something, it would mark the letters PH. Also, the very same PH symbol is engraved in this teapot. The same symbol? This teapot was made by the sculptor Pierre Joaquin. In other words, this PH is the signature of Pierre Joaquin. Miss Hall, you know about the signature all too well, don't you? Yes. Monsieur Hankew's works always bear that signature. Since he never shows himself in public, his signature is used to identify his works. No way. Are you saying Pierre Joaquin is... Seems Detective Bad has also realized Isaac Dover's true identity. To Miss Hall, Mr. Dover was no ordinary pastry chef. That's because his true identity was... a sculpture, a fan of sculptures. A sculpture! That's right. Mr. Dover's true identity was the sculptor Pierre Joaquin. What? Mr. Dover was a sculpture? Things like signatures can be faked. You have the original designs. Can he really use that as proof that he was a sculpture? No, but what's important here is that Miss Hall thought he was. As for proving his real identity, I'll leave that to the police. Huh. I get it. The boys check up on it. As I expected from you, Gregory Edgeworth. You knew Mr. Dover's real identity all along, didn't you? Yes. When I discovered the body, I noticed the seal. I knew from the moment he was Pierre Joaquin, or whatever you say it. The man I greatly admired. Thinking that this would be his final post-mortem work, I just couldn't sit still. So that's why you entered Dover's room. What did you say? When exactly did you take his photo of Dover's room? That was... Perhaps this was taken during the judging.
Objection!
That's strange. I thought you said the camera ran out of film during the judging. Before Mr. Messert entered Dover's room, you were the one in possession of the camera. Wasn't that why you were able to take the photo when you discovered the body? Yes, that's right. The only photos you took with the new film were of Dover's room and the body. If that's the case, a new contradiction comes to light. Another one? Piece of evidence that contradicts the two photos Miss Hall took is... this. This piece of evidence... Oh. What? I could have sworn, because, like... Usually testimonies are treated like evidence. Number of photos she took, the answer should be clear. I already carry the evidence that shows the contradiction. So it should be this right here then. That is my instant camera. You've only handed the photos of Dover's room and the body to myself and the police. That reminds me, didn't you also take a photo of me and Mr. Edgeworth just now? The film used in this camera can take up to 20 photos. However, this camera only has 3 photos left, which leaves 14 photos unaccounted for. Exactly what were they used to photograph? Please show us all the photos you took. You will be able to scan your actions from these photos. I'm so sorry. I have been told a terrible lie. Don't tell me. All the remaining shots are of Isaac Dover's room. My deepest apologies. Seems they were all shots of the ice sculptures from various angles. But when these were taken, the sculptures had not melted yet. But that means the one who caused them to melt was you. Yes. I am positive that I melted them. You are positive? I had an eviction of the sculpture Pierre Ocunde, who was actually Monsieur Dover. Before the authorities could defile his final masterpieces during their investigation, I thought I should preserve them through photos. Hence I entered his room. In that case, why did all the ice melt? It's probably because as I was taking the pictures, I became entranced with his works. And it seems that my foot accidentally caught in the powder cord, unplugging it. Accidentally, you say? I did not notice the powder cord at the time. I would never have imagined that I would be the cause of those sculptures melting. Would the truth really be that simple? However, I cannot say with certainty that she is lying. I'm so sorry to have caused you all so much trouble. As long as you are telling the truth, there's no need to apologize. That's right! Don't sweat it, Kate! Thank you, everyone. Edgeworth. Here, take this picture. You want do what you want with it. 2 photos. Uh-oh. You meddling fool still haven't given up yet, have you? No matter how long you wait, I have no intention of allowing a defense attorney to investigate. No matter? If we can't investigate, we'll find the truth through some other method. Always ready with a comeback. Well, do try your best. Excuse me, Monsieur von Karma? The truth is, it is I who melted the ice sculptures in Monsieur Dover's. What? What's the meaning of this, you clod? I am truly sorry, both to you and Monsieur Gustavia. Do not be concerned about me. Sir von Karma has already recognized that I had no hand in this action. That reminds me. Why did you enter Mr. Dover's room, Mr. Gustavi? Well, that was because... Silence, ignoramus! You are not to give that attorney the tiniest hint of information. Catherine Hall, you're coming with me. You are under suspicion of being complacent in the murder. No. I shall be interrogating you personally. You best prepare yourself. Very well. Please wait, I still have some questions I want to ask her. I do not care for your sorry plight, at least. Bad, Gustavia! And while I'm at it, you as well, Scones. I have plenty of questions for all of you. Huh. Understood. While I'm at it, he says the nerve. He just took everyone away with him. Yes, even if we stay here, I don't think we'll be able to investigate any further today. Let's take our leave for now. It's already grown rather late. Hope the snow has stopped by now. Sounds good. I'm starving anyway. Let's stop somewhere for hamburgers then. Or my stomach joins the chorus. You can't fight on an empty stomach after all! We'll need to report back to the, Mr. Master with our findings first thing tomorrow. To be continued! Of course! Because after all, this is apparently going to go down next year on the whole situation. So if he's going to finish the story, it can't be at the location, right? Right?